The Kansas City Chiefs have won 5 of their last 6 games, just beat the Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football. The question is very simple. Are the Kansas City Chiefs back the best team in the NFL? Paige Dimakos.
Yeah, we said it last week, and
Reluctant, yeah.
yeah, that was a reluctant, very sad, yeah. I think we were all collectively excited, very similar to how it was with the Patriots for a long time, where when you saw the consistent winning over and over again, unless you're a fan of that organization, you start to cheer for everyone else. You want something new, something exciting. Well, guess what, people? There's not going to be something new and something exciting. More than likely, you are going to see this team competing in a Super Bowl because they have championship DNA. Their offense is finally clicking on all cylinders. They've got enough pieces. And Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce, that trio, until otherwise proven, nobody's better than them. And that's kind of where we sit.
Yeah. Nah, I'm going to say this. In order to beat a man, you have to beat the man.
Correct.
Right? And the one team that beat the man
the Eagles.
Was the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm going to still give them the nod as the best team in the NFL. But the AFC, everybody else should be afraid, be 100%. Very afraid, because the Kansas City Chiefs are back. And I'll say this, the one thing that I think collectively as an NFL community that we underestimated was the importance of Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy to this offense. 100%. And it's because those guys haven't staked their claims as Pro Bowl / all-pro type of wide receivers, right? So we think, okay, a couple more ancillary pieces, a couple more names probably won't make that much of a difference. It's making a hell of a lot of difference, right? And you're seeing the scheme part of it with Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce, because you've seen an uptick in Travis Kelce's play since Rashee Rice has come back because they're able to balance out the middle of the field.
It's what everybody underestimated is everybody overestimated Patrick Mahomes and underestimated how much and how crucial it is to have depth in every position in the NFL. And this is a reaction to that. Everybody thought Patrick Mahomes was talented enough to overcome not having enough talent. That's just not the case. There's not a single team on earth that's ever won without a fully talented, across the board, running back, wide receivers, defense. You need it all to compete in this league. And that's exactly what happened. That was, well, Patrick Mahomes is so special that it doesn't matter. No, it does matter. And now he's got a full arsenal in front of him. And it not only benefits him, it benefits the running game. It benefits the rest of the pieces around him. You saw Pat Mahomes doing things he hadn't done ever in his career, like taking hits he shouldn't be taking, throwing bad interceptions. Although tonight there were 2 bad picks, they were drops. One of them came off of Travis Kelce's hand, I think.
And one of them was a great play just by Marshawn Lattimore.
Correct. And I think that's, I mean, you're going to have picks in this league. Tonight was one of those weird nights, but the reality is this offense is humming. This defense is playing really well collectively. They're also getting healthier. You've got Karlaftis who's playing really well. You've got Chris Jones. If they're gonna continue to pressure at this rate, and Spags is gonna continue to play like they are and get the guys up, this is a team they got to be the favorite in the AFC.
Yeah, we're about to find out a lot about them though, because the next 3 games. The next 3 games are they play the Buffalo Bills. Then they play the Denver Broncos. Then they have the Indianapolis Colts. 2 of those are leaders of their divisions, right? So we're about to learn a lot about the Kansas City Chiefs. But I think if they finish this stretch, that 3-game stretch,
if they go 3-0,
then it's definitely a problem, right? And they've knocked off some of the top opponents. You knock off the Buffalo Bills, they're back in their head again, right? Wondering if we can ever beat the Chiefs. Will we beat them in the playoffs? Is this the year? All that type of thing, right? And then the Denver Broncos, they're probably going to go back to being little brothers at the end of the day. And the Indianapolis Colts, I mean, they are everybody's feel-good story, but I think it may be a different level of pressure when you're sitting across the field.
That's the team I'm most interested to see them line up against, because they don't have a rushing attack like the Colts do.
No.
And if the Colts play like they've been playing and they stick to that identity, they can keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands and keep the ball on their side of that, play that time of possession like Tom Brady always talks about. Like, part of being great in this league is understanding how to control the clock. And sometimes those explosive plays are really nice that Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow have had. But part of the problem is they haven't been able to sustain success because they don't keep their defense off the field. That's great, you scored in a minute, but now your defense got to go back on the field and compete. And those are one of those things, like, you learn as a veteran in this league how to do that. Maybe that's what the Indianapolis Colts bring to the table. I don't know. Isaiah Pacheco potentially got injured in this game against Kansas City. I don't know how that's going to impact their running game. We'll see. Maybe they are a contender to go after a running back here in the next week and a half before the trade deadline. We'll see. But this definitely, coming off of this performance, they definitely were not facing the full arsenal of the Commanders by any stretch of the imagination. But in 3 weeks, we're going to know exactly who this team is, right? Yep. Like, that's the 3 best teams in the AFC.
Yeah, they've been and ran a gauntlet. I want to follow up with this question about the Kansas City Chiefs. Do we believe that their offense is back operating at a high level?
I do. I don't know how you watch especially, I thought you brought up a good point, the impact of Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy on Travis Kelce. Mm-hmm. His ability to make an impact matters a lot to this team, to the mojo of this team, and to Patrick Mahomes' confidence. If Travis Kelce is not playing well, they're not playing well. Right. That has been the recipe for them, and we've seen that. When he started to play lackluster last year, there were question marks about their offense. The defense was so great last year that they were able to have these subpar offensive games. Their defense isn't as good as they were last year. They're playing really well, but they have now, it's come up like every show, every week. Is this offense back? I think now we can say that this offense is back. It's not the Tyreek Hill offense. It's a different style of offense, but that doesn't mean it's not back, so to say.
Yeah, I think it's back in Super Bowl contention, right? Mm-hmm. And I think they can be efficient enough. And one play, and specifically in this Washington Commanders game, was when they were down on the goal line. I think it was their first drive after half when they got the football. Okay. And it was 4th down, and they decided to go for it. And they scored the touchdown, right?
4th and 2.
I think that was back the confident Kansas City Chiefs team that we remember, even, going back when they used to do all the trick plays on the goal line, and it was the shovel passes to Travis Kelce, and Eric Bieniemy was calling all type of crazy stuff. Remember they did the little circle thing around.
I mean, I saw even tonight Mahomes baited the safety to come up and get him, and remember he toyed him into it and then threw a beautiful wide open pass to Kareem Hunt. Yeah. That's the type of stuff where they start toying with you offensively, where you start to go, uh-oh, this is bad news.
Yeah, and you get really depleted as a defense, too, because you're like, there's nothing we could do with them. And that's a very helpless feeling.